To juice or to blend? That is the question. Now, a lot of people, have always a lot of questions. Oh, maybe juice is better. Maybe blending, you get the fiber in it. Juicing is just the juices. So what is what? I mean, a lot of you out there, I'm sure, are clueless as to, what is actually more beneficial to you. Maybe certain things suit your needs better. So we do have a couple of people here. We'd like to say a very good morning to Annabelle Komartinen, who's the founder of La Juiceria Sindrian Berhad, Nurul Azia Musa, who's a dietitian, our expert here from Sam Dhabi Healthcare, and Sarah Kong, who's a writer for jewelpie.com. Basically, to learn how to just live simply. That's what your website's all about, right? Welcome, ladies. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I hope you're having a great Friday so far. Now, we're talking about juicing and blending here. Now, just from an expert's point of view, can we, just out of curiosity, can we just survive on just juices and fruits as our entire diet?
Not for too long.
Oh, man. I thought that's how I can lose weight.
Because,
just joking.
Because for long term, it's not a balanced diet. Yeah, So basically, for a balanced diet, you need to have your carbohydrate and, of course, your protein. But you can have more of fruits and vegetables, which now people do more of juicing and blending because you're going to get, easy, simple nutrient at one go. Okay.
Now, Sarah, you mentioned that you advocate simple living. Now, what's that? I mean, why did you come up with that? Why do you think it's a good thing these days when we have so much stuff going on in our lives?
As working adults, we have a lot of things to do, and juicing and blending, it's something that is not necessary. It's not your meal.
Yeah.
So how do you find time to incorporate juicing and blending into your lifestyle? So we'll be talking about how to make things easier, like that manual juicer.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes a lot of energy, and if you want to make for a family of 10, it'll take a lot of time, and it's very tiring to squeeze it. Yeah,
correct.
So you can use technology, which is a juicer like that.
Yep.
You just have to cut your oranges into half, and you just have to press it down. That's all. Yeah,
okay.
no
So your
energy
idea of simple living, it's not the basics, but you use the equipment and electronic goods as well, just to make your lives a lot simpler out there.
Yes.
Annabelle, now you're a juice person.
Yes.
How and why did you come up with that?
Okay, so with juicing, last year I was pregnant, so I had my second baby. The whole juicing industry is booming in Europe, in US. And I read a lot about it, about nutrients. And so when I tried it for myself and for my husband, he lost 12 kilos, and I was having my second baby. Hence, I was worried, like all women, worried about the post-baby fat. And with juicing, I just lost the weight in the first month, and I had more energy after my second cesarean.
But when you're talking about juicing, we're not talking, as I mentioned, entirely just that as meals, right?
Well,
or did you do that?
Not for me, because I was breastfeeding, but for my husband, yes. So it's a juice cleanse or a juice detox. Maybe allow me to just define juicing and blending, since that's the topic of the day. Juicing is the process of extracting the water and the nutrients out of fruits and vegetables.
Right.
So because of that, because of the way it's formed, it's easier absorbed by our bloodstream, which means that we benefit immediately from the phytonutrients from fruits and vegetables.
Right.
And because of juicing, you can also have an optimal amount of, let's say, a whole big bunch of fruits and vegetables, which you can drink the whole day. You can drink up to 6 to 8 glasses if you really wanted to, because juicing, again, is very in liquid form.
Yep.
And last, for people who may not eat raw beetroot, for example, or raw celery, people like the old me, I wouldn't really eat salad every day, or I wouldn't eat raw beetroot. But if you juice it, you can add a variety into your diet. Things that you normally don't eat, you can drink it. So that's the benefit of juicing. While for blending, what you can do is you throw in the whole fruit, throw in the whole vegetable, and you get the fiber, which means with the fiber, you stay full much longer.
Yeah, that's what I do every morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so with that, that's also great. So whether it's juicing or blending, please incorporate it to your diet, because if that's one way for a normal person to have more fruits and vegetables, then I think that's already one great way to become healthier.
Yeah, because, you know, I mean, I'm talking based on my experience, and I'm sure yours as well. You know, as long as I know I've had a handful of greens to start off the day with, I don't have to worry about it throughout the entire day. So, but is that a good good thing to adopt?
Yes, it is.
But
From the medical nutrition point of view, blending would be a better option.
Because you get the fiber.
Yes, exactly. And then fiber works for so many, you know, diseases, Elaine. Yeah? For example, for one who wants to lose weight, anything that incorporate with fiber will make you feel full longer, and especially is good for diabetic. Yeah?
Okay.
According to the diet recommendation, your fiber is supposed to be between 20 to 30 grams.
And we're talking about fiber,
yeah.
we're talking about vegetables here, we're talking about maybe nuts.
Yes.
You know, because I throw in all kinds of different stuff in my
Does it blend through well?
It does, and you know, and I put maybe some oats or something like that. And it just gives you an extra full feeling instead of eating a whole packet of nasi lemak, which is not bad to indulge once in a while. We are Malaysians after all, kan?
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, is it a healthy way to lose weight? I mean, should people? I mean, I'm sure a lot of ladies there are now thinking, oh, I better start juicing if I want to lose weight. Is that a healthy and good way to lose weight?
Yes, yes. But then we also need to be careful when you juice. Do you add in additional sugar? You know, if you're going to add in additional sugar inside the whole smoothie or juice, then it doesn't serve any purpose. Yeah, right. But I guess the most important thing is to make sure that you do get the adequate serving of the fruits and vegetables in a day that can help you to lose weight. And when you lose weight, you can reduce.
How does it happen? How do you lose weight just from that? Just from juicing or blending?
Because basically when you take fruits or vegetables, it gives you the fiber, and you know, generally you feel full longer, but then it just doesn't happen back in the kitchen. You also need to work out if you happen to be on the overweight or the obese side, you know, unless for somebody is like slim and trim, so probably you just need to do a little bit of maintaining by juicing.
Oh, trust me, there's a lot of working out to do, regardless of whether the fact of what you're eating. At the end of the day, I suppose it's a balance. Now, speaking about, you know, balance and leading simple lives, what else do you advocate, Sarah?
The problem is everybody don't have time, so we try to cut down time in doing things.
Okay.
And for example, making smoothie. So in the morning, instead of chopping vegetables and putting it in a blender and peeling, what you can do is you can chop vegetables and fruits a day before, and then you can freeze it. You can make it in a batch even. It can last for a few days, I think, or even longer. And after that, you can throw it all in the blender in the morning.
Okay.
And you can pour it in a tumbler, and you can drink on the way to work.
Okay.
That's
So
one
it's
of the ways.
yeah. I mean, you know, then you don't have to worry about the fact that you're not having breakfast, because breakfast is a very, very important meal of the day. Speaking about it being easy and simple, I know you juice, you bottle all your stuff up, and you actually deliver them. And the whole bunch that you gave me just now, and you said there are instructions to it. Why are there instructions to me drinking juice?
There's a science behind, you know, juice cleanse and juice detox, and that's why I think if people do their research, you know, now the internet is readily available for everyone. You can do your research. Documentaries have been made. People losing weight, going on a 60-day juice fast, or going on a 10 days or 7 days.
60-day juice fast.
Joe Cross did it. And
I'd like to try that challenge.
That documentary.
Is it healthy? Is it healthy, Miss Dietitian? 60 days.
You see,
yeah, it's okay.
There's two schools to it. You know, some people will say no, don't do it, but depending on how your body is. Let's say you have someone who's obese, who needs to lose weight immediately, and the healthiest way to do it is the natural way. What's better, the raw fruits and vegetables, or protein, you know, all those powders? I think if you harness the power from raw fruits and vegetables that are, you know, God-given to us, I think this is really the best way and the most natural way. Again, going back to the juicing and blending thing, juicing, I guess, gives you quantity and variety. Blending gives you the fiber. However, there are people who cannot take a lot of fiber. And if you drink blended stuff, what's going to happen is
you're going to get
you get gassy, you get bloated.
Okay, because maybe their system, what do you call it? Their digestive system is not as
the
great.
colon is
Again,
not as good.
It's not one size fits all. I think just as the rule with everything in moderation. And again, like you, I would highly suggest if everyone wants to start juicing and they can only do it once a day, do it in the morning.
Yeah.
When you break your fast, that's why it's called breakfast. We sleep for 8 hours, we wake up, your digestive
And I'm actually
system.
full till lunchtime,
Yes.
honestly.
Yes. And that is how you lose weight. It's not because we're asking you not to eat. It's because you feel full, you feel
So you don't
energized.
get greedy and want
Yes.
to, stop by a fast food joint on the way and
That's right.
pick up some stuff.
Can
Yes,
I
you-
just add on?
Please.
However, if you do have diabetic, you just got to be careful
of the different fruits that you
Correct,
take, right? Because there's a
fruits
lot of
contain
there's a lot of
fructose.
saccharine.
Yeah, it contains fructose. So you just got to be careful if you're on diabetic diet. Obviously, as a dietitian, we
So
never
what
restrict.
kind of fruits
Yeah.
would you recommend diabetics not
Okay.
to take?
Diabetic can take any kind of fruits, surprisingly, even durian. But however, we don't choose durian, yeah, Elaine?
No, I don't think so.
Right.
Although maybe quite sedap. Never try, never know, kan?
But then, it's all depending on the serving size and depending on the carbohydrate counting, all right? But for a diabetic, all right, it is obviously better to blend rather than to juice because the fiber in smoothie will actually slow down the glucose absorption,
Okay.
to the bloodstream, But then, again, usually as a dietitian, I would advise to go on different colors of fruits,
Sure.
different colors of vegetables, and I always believe in rainbow diet.
Yes.
Warnailah dunia anda.
Betul.
Because red will give you lycopene, orange is very high in beta
Okay, I've got a
carotene.
question to ask you
Yeah.
before we actually go for a break. Some people tell me, and I've read that, you can't blend it too much or you can't juice it too much because
Yes.
you lose the nutrients.
That one.
Is that true?
Okay, can I answer that one?
Right.
So for blending, yes, because of the speed and the high-speed blend,
Yeah.
there's heat that is incorporated, and you will lose definitely some
So
of
what
the
is the
enzymes.
ideal timing to blend something
See,
for?
that's the tricky part because it depends on what you put in. And with juicing, you can put a whole bunch of stuff and you can still drink it. But with blending, you are limited to the amount because it stacks up.
Yeah.
So you put peel and everything is in there. It stacks up and then you've got to put a little bit of liquid maybe to make it more smooth. And if you blend it too long, what happens is then there's heat incorporated and
Sure.
you're losing a little bit of the enzyme. So it depends on what you blend. So again, it's two schools of thought. As long as you start fruits and vegetables, that's great. But if you want to take it a notch further, there's what they call the masticating juicer, which really squeezes literally every ounce of water from that fruits and vegetables. And that way, there is no heat, zero heat, which means it's the most potent juice you can ever have.
Tricky. Sarah, you've got something to say?
Yeah, but it is also called a slow juicer, and you will have to chop all your vegetables into small pieces before you can put it in. So it might be a problem for people who
very
have no
mafan.
time to do it. Yes.
So what is the solution, Miss Simple Living?
Like I said just now, you can blend. It's
Yeah.
faster.
Okay.
And you can freeze it. So in the morning, you just have to throw everything in a blender.
Sure.
And let's say at a party, and instead of serving fruit juice in packets, what you can do is you buy a watermelon, you cut it into half, and you just scoop everything, put it in a blender, and it will become watermelon smoothie, right?
Or a punch or something
Yes,
like
it's
that?
better than packet food.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
for people who have no time, maybe that will be a better choice to just
Sure.
incorporate vegetables and fruits into your diet, whichever way, juicing or blending, as long as you eat some of them.
Cool. And you're at jewelpie.com.
Yes.
Doctor, one last question. Kids, where children are concerned, should parents advocate, them to be juicing all the time as well?
Okay, for
Got enough tenaga or not? That's
for
my
children
question.
less than 3 years, we would suggest more of blending because you're going to get all those antioxidant and phytonutrients that the children, will need to ensure that proper growth. Yeah. However, we also need to be careful as a parents when we mention juice. It's not those juice which is ready available in the market.
Ni yang
You just got to
fresh
be careful.
juice
because the sugar content is so
Correct.
high.
Correct.
Nowadays, obesity in children is on the rise.
Yes, we
Part
know
of it
that.
because of
it's
those
terrible.
ready
Malaysia, I think,
drink.
is like the third or fourth country where that is concerned.
Because in a day we just supposed to consume not more than 10 teaspoons of sugar. But Malaysians are overly
we
taking
love our
sugar.
sweets.
Yes.
So
yes.
do I. Anyway, thank you very much, Sarah, and yourself for coming down and sharing. I think you'll be doing a demo with us
Yes,
after this.
I will
We're going to
be.
go for a very short break. When we come back, this is what we have for you on Bella Weekend. Now, ever wondered how the combination of Kailan